Welcome to The Peanut Patch, Big Blend Radio's foodie podcast featuring Donna George, owner of The Peanut Patch in Yuma, Arizona. Everybody, it's so exciting because October is the month that The Peanut Patch opens the store in Yuma, Arizona. Of course, they have an online store that is year-round if you go to thepeanutpatch.com. But it is always exciting for everyone in southern Arizona when that country store opens up and everybody knows they can go get their delicious favorites. Like for me, peanut brittle fudge, the licorice. Then there's the salsas. Then there's the freeze-dried candy, which we recently got introduced to thanks to Donna. And now you can go get it in the store and it's a whole experience. And I say get ready for the holidays now. Start shopping. And October is dessert month. So we're going to talk about everything sweet and naughty. And if you have to be sugar-free, they even have candy for that. So anyway, I better bring Donna on the show because I'll just sit here and tell you everything about what I love at the Peanut Patch. How you doing, Donna?
I'm doing
just
great.
Getting all hungry.
Yeah, you always make me hungry. And I've already eaten my lunch, so I shouldn't be hungry.
Oh, you got prepared. You're prepared for today's broadcast. You know how it gets, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, today we're talking sweets and candy. It's dessert month. It's also National Cookies Month. So cookies, let's just go right there. Peanut butter cookies. Nothing like it. Nothing like a good old fashioned peanut butter cookie, right? It's the best.
It is the best, especially with my fresh ground peanut butter.
See? Do you have a lot of people that come in for baking reasons into the store for the peanut butter and things like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
And the candy. We like to put candy on cakes.
Exactly. Yeah? And like things like raisins and, of course, nuts to put in your cookies or whatever you're baking.
Like pecan.
Yeah. And good pecan.
Well, what about using peanuts and like taking pecan pie and making it peanut pie? I'm serious. Like that would be good because peanut butter is everything.
It's a staple.
And you see, I'm already hungry. This is not working, Donna. I know you ate, but this is not working. I'm hungry already. And it's bad because when we do these shows, I even start to drool a little. Sorry, but it's true. I mean, it does happen. And then the fudge, which is homemade at the Peanut Patch, just like the peanut brittle is made in-house. The fudge is on. Let's go. Let's go get some fudge. How many flavors do you guys have?
We should have on the table probably 35 to 40 at a time.
What? Like, that's a lot. But you have like a lot of flavors, right? But you rotate them. So October, we're looking pumpkin-y kind of fudge.
Our flavor of the month for October, November is pumpkin.
Okay. So if you have dessert with coffee for breakfast, is that a bad thing? No. Peanut butter cookies is just like having a granola bar.
There you go.
Okay. I'm liking this. Now, the store's open October 1st, which is so exciting. Do you get excited for that? Because you're closed in the summer. So everyone, again, the new website is up online, thepeanutpatch.com. So if you're not in Arizona, sad for you, but you can go online. But if you can get to the Peanut Patch, it's exciting. And it's, open until the end of April, sometimes even the very start of May. But do you get excited, like getting the store ready for everyone? And do people like try and get you to open early when they see you go to the store? Does that happen?
Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes we will see people come, like they'll bang on the side door.
Give me my peanuts.
Yeah.
I want my peanut butter. And then you have to go, sorry, come back October 1st or whatever.
We tell them to come in and we'll fix it for them. I can't be mean. My customers are very important to me.
You're nuts about them. I heard
about them.
Well, the thing too, when you go in the store is like the candy. I love that you have sugar-free, right? Last month you were telling me how good you were doing on being sugar-free. How's that going?
I'm doing good.
You are? That's so cool.
Not as good as I was last month. I'm still doing good.
But you're back in the store, which is dangerous. See?
Exactly. That's why I say not quite as good, but still good.
Eating Medjool dates that you have, to keep you going?
Oh,
do you get people coming to get Medjool? Because it is baking month or something too. People are baking, basically decorating cakes. There's another holiday for that. I mean, it basically just the pig out season is here. Okay. That's just what I'm going to say. The sweet, like, let's get it going. Halloween comes up. Everyone wants to buy that bulk candy, but I say do it right. Go to the peanut patch and even raisins and nuts and things like that. And the nostalgic candy, it gets so exciting to see that. And even those big lollipops. I remember being there the one time and photograph. Yeah, every time I go in the peanut patch and want to photograph things for the magazine, I remember walking out with, well, I got to have licorice all sorts. I got to have this, got to have that. But for cake baking, some of us like to decorate cakes with candy on top in the icing, make little pictures, do all kinds of things. And then some of us are healthy and put like Medjool dates and raisins in what we're baking. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
even as the holiday season comes, people start doing those fruit things, the fruit
About fruit cake.
Fruit cake, dried fruit. Yeah. Yeah. Nancy's in the background. It's fruit cake. Fruit cake. And some of them like to soak it in different spirits for a while. So I'm wondering if they use Medjool dates in their baking. I mean, do you get people coming in for that?
You know what? I would think that that would go really good in there. I don't know that people have specifically said that to me, but I could see where that would be really good in a fruitcake.
Yeah. Fruitcake is always good. It's good for you. Medjool dates. By the way, you've got a great recipe for Medjool date cookies,
Yes.
which is cool. So you can use raisins or Medjool dates and some peanut butter. Oh yeah, that's really good. That's really good. So candy, can we go back to your freeze-dried candy? Tell everybody about this because this is so exciting. And will it be in the store for
Of
everyone now?
course, it will be available at the store. Okay, so freeze-dried candy is just awesome. In some cases, you don't get as many calories because it's kind of expands when you freeze dry it. And so it's bigger and you can only fit so much in a container.
Yeah.
And it is awesome. And like our peanut brittle, for those people who have teeth issues, and it melts in your mouth.
I know.
You don't have to work at chewing on it and worrying about your teeth and all of that because it just melts in your mouth.
I hate it when that happens too. In something like, there went my filling.
Exactly. And we've expanded that department to be also including some dried fruits.
That's
Like
exciting.
bananas it just intensifies the flavor. Now they don't get bigger, but it's been one of the best sellers. He started doing it because it just is so flavorful.
Well, I know a lot of people also use like dried fruit for baking,
Yeah. Yes.
So that's cool. That's super cool. So freeze-dried candy and fruits, everybody, go, 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 go. But the candies, I mean, you really do cover, like you had those lollipops, I remember. And I remember as a little girl always wanting those big lollipops, But you have like jelly bellies and all that good, yummy stuff. Yeah. I'm thinking, as the holiday season comes up, they make good, stocking stuffers, candy. Everybody wants candy. And if they can't have sugar, then you've got sugar-free. You've got chocolate too, right? Chocolate
Yep.
and fudge and all that people can get.
All kinds of good stuff.
Do you make, I know that you do, which is something we'll get into, especially November and December. And I know, I mean, you even have your own post office going on inside the peanut patch. You have your own post office because you do so much shipping of, gifts and gift baskets, gift tins. But if I called you up and said, okay, I have a friend, I know they love the Jelly Bellies. I know they like licorice like me because all good people like licorice. Anyway, just kidding. And I said, okay, can you make a basket of these types of, like a candy basket and put it together?
Of course, we do that a lot. In fact, I have a customer who, I believe it's her dad that likes licorice. And she'll say, okay, this is my budget. Put as much licorice as you can together, and here's his address.
Can I be your friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing. There's something about, I mean, I know Halloween people go do that bulk candy stuff and it's already out in the stores and everything, but it's like, to me, I want the specialties. I'm just a little candy snob, but you've got those and it's like fun. It's fun to look at. And the other candy doesn't look as much fun, maybe because it's all wrapped and you can't see it as well. But your candy's fun to look at even, which is dangerous. I know that, you do all the packaging, but when it comes to you, do you get like, you have to open like this giant bag of licorice all sorts? because I know you package them up and everything. You have your own shipping department. I mean, you guys are, I feel like the peanut patch should be like at every gas station in Arizona, just saying. As like a roadside stand kind of thing, roadside stop off. When people are driving from San Diego to Tucson or Phoenix, go to the peanut patch, man. It'll get you through your road trip. But I just kind of feel like I'd love to see it like everywhere because you got such good treats. But I'm just thinking of what a big operation you've put together over the years of having all your own packaging and you get all these, amazing treats in. But how dangerous is it to get like mass quantities of licorice, all sorts in your backyard, like literally, and then package them up and make it nice for everyone. And, how dangerous is that?
Lisa, it comes in a 6.5-pound bag, and I think there's 4 of those in a case. So yes,
That is so dangerous.
I'll just go. Yeah.
No one will know. Just one. No one will know. Okay. You have a great, great life, I think, with all this candy around you. And then the cookies. So tell us about that because you've got so many different mixes and things like that too. But I don't know if other people do this, but when you bake cookies, you can dip them in melted chocolate. You can put things inside, right?
Peanut butter cookies dipped in fudge. You just gave me a new idea.
Well, when is this happening? When do we have to do a detour to Yuma? Oh, you have an online store. I forget. I'm just kidding. But
yeah, but the dipping, I don't have those yet. So I would have to. That is so good. Peanut butter cookies
with fudge. Oh my. Mm-hmm. Well, you do have fudge with peanut butter in it, right?
Yeah. And it's our fresh ground peanut butter. It's probably the number 2 fudge seller.
And people get to taste fudge when they come into the peanut patch.
Yeah. When they're here, we offer free samples and up to 3 samples per person. Obviously, if you're buying several pieces, we'll let you try it before you buy it, but we try to limit it to 3.
I know. And then there's the Medjool. Are you doing the date shakes this year?
Yes. We won't start till our anniversary, which is not till in November. It's actually going to be November 22nd because we don't have enough clients that are using it to turn the milk. And so we don't want it to go bad. We've had that happen and that's not a good thing.
Yeah. No. So November, the anniversary kickoff party. So everybody mark those calendars and make sure you tune in next month too to the Peanut Patch podcast to keep up with all this sweet goodness. But so candies, yeah. I mean, then you've got all the gift section too, like actual, if you're traveling through Arizona and you want some Arizona souvenirs and gifts in Southwest style, that's the Peanut Patch has them. That's the other thing is you've got good like travel souvenirs too. Oh, just good to have
lots
for the holiday
good stuff like that.
All right. So cookies, peanut butter cookies, everyone, chocolate cookies with nuts, all that good stuff. So you basically have everything we need to have a very sweet October. That's what we're talking about.
Exactly.
I know that everyone's doing the, what's it? Dry October. What's sober October? That's what they're calling it. We're going have a sweet October.
All right. I like
going.
That.
Yeah. I do whatever you want on the sober side, but I'm saying have a sweet October. Have some candy.
I don't need.
Yeah. I'm not doing the sober October. Nancy and I like our wine at the end of the day. Thank you. But sweet October really sounds good to me. So we got candy.
I 100% agree.
Cookies, cakes. Cake is good. And then, it's just the perfect time. And so like the Jelly Bellies, the other thing with those is you can get those in color schemes of what you're doing. If you're having parties, if you're having a Halloween party, you can get like, orange ones and things like that too. So you can, whatever you're doing, like even for Thanksgiving, you can go according to color and use them as edible decor.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm in. So are you still eating the Medjool dates to keep your sugar down?
I am. I have a couple a day. That way I get my sweet satisfaction without too much sugar. It's all natural. I'm not giving myself, especially the artificial stuff, because that's not good for you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm doing well.
It's awesome. And managing to play with all this candy in your store. And peanut brittle. The peanut brittle, though, that is really good stuff, everyone. Peanut brittle. And it's made right on site,
Exactly. It is the best. It's our number 1 seller in the store.
Peanut brittle, then the fudge. Is that okay? What's number 3? I have to ask. I'm excited about this. I like to know what people are buying. It's going to be licorice, right? No, it's just
Which is very, very popular. I don't know what number 3 would.
I bet you it's going to be peanuts, and peanut butter itself. I'm getting the
Probably would be peanut butter or something peanutty. Yeah.
uh Yeah, for sure. Well, everyone, October is the season to get your sweetness on and get ready for the holiday season too. So it's fall. And what would you say are some of your favorite fall flavors for you and what's in the store? Like, you were talking about pumpkin is going to be, right up there, pumpkin fudge, that
Yes.
kind of thing. But what about things with cinnamon? And do you get into those kinds of flavors in fall?
Yes. Yes, we do.
Pumpkin spice and all things nice.
There you
Man,
go.
what's your favorite though for you?
I'm more of a cinnamon person than I am
Mm,
a pumpkin person. I do like a little bit of pumpkin, but I'm
yeah.
not out there buying 3 bottles of the pumpkin coffee creamer.
Yeah, I'm with you on the cinnamon. Do you have those cinnamon candies? You do. I know.
Yeah, I carry cinnamon bears, and I believe we have cinnamon discs, like hard candy.
We like that.
Mhm. I
Oh,
know
and
it's good.
ginger. Ginger is really
Oh,
good too.
yeah, we carry crystallized ginger, and, it's not only good in a lot of things, but it's very good if you have an upset stomach. It'll help
Mhm.
settle your stomach.
To just put it in your mouth, or are you putting it in tea? I would
Uh,
put it in tea, but
you could
that's
obviously put it in tea, but you can also eat it, and, it's just there's something about it that helps to settle the acid in your stomach.
cool. I mean, that's the thing too. And if yeah, there's ginger is always good. It's like a ginger and mint or peppermint. Those are like
Yes.
the two, and then lemon also. So put those three together, and lemon candy is good too. We want to pucker up, you know. You're talking about lemon and ginger and everything, Donna. You're talking about freeze-dried fruit. Do you have any candied kind of citrus things that we can get, like orange flavored? Because it gets in that season, even like chocolate oranges and everything
Yes.
towards the holidays and things like that.
So we try to carry the orange slices, the fresh ones,
Oh.
not real oranges, but and
Mm.
those
Mm.
are very popular. They're hard to
They're
find.
popular with Lisa for sure.
All right. And we
Hmm.
carry the fruit gems, which are made with natural juice and no artificial coloring.
Oh, wow. Cool.
And they're a nice chewy kind of candy and fun. Yeah, we do have, and we have local honey. We get the citrus honey, which has kind of a citrusy taste, and it's good for you in many ways. And you could use that in your cookies or your coffee as a sweetener. That's another thing I use instead of sugar.
Honey, and put it with peanut butter on a sandwich. Peanut
Yep.
butter and honey sandwich. We talked about that last month, but here's the other thing. When you have all this sweet goodness is to put it with something peppery too. Like that's, like a margarita to me. I want like sweet and sour on the rim. There's a thing. Oh yeah, like peppery. There's this one restaurant we went to in Portland, Oregon years ago. I'm like 10 years ago. And this was like, a meal that I'll never forget in my life. There's been two meals in my life that I will never get over. And I'm not even a huge foodie other than everything makes me hungry, right? And I love food. But this meal it was a Peruvian restaurant and they had like a martini, or it was a martini, I think, and it had habanero in it. And then they used passion fruit juice, and it was a martini, but the rim had like the spice as well as like lemon. It was so good because it played on all your senses. And it's like,
Yes.
you want the tart, you want the sweet, you want the spice all together. Now I'm really hungry. This is
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
And the food was really good there. They did like this avocado quinoa thing, and yeah, yes, yes, please. But that kind of thing, when you look at candy, and we do tend to go for, we want cinnamon that actually almost burns our mouth. It's weird how we are as humans. We want things that are so tart that we make faces. And for kids, it's fun. And so for adults too. That's what
Yeah.
I do on road trips. I make really weird faces to Nancy according to what I eat. Keep her entertained. It's very
Okay.
important. Yeah. So what do you have that is like the most spicy or sweetest, do you think, or tart? Like just makes you go, I'm going to make a face, even though
Okay.
it's
What would we have? Okay. If we have
making foodie fun. That's what this podcast
Yes,
is called.
we Jelly Bellies. We have jellies that have heat to them because they would have peppers in them, and those are awesome.
Ooh, like pepper relishes too. Ooh, mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
so, yeah, and it's locally made. The jellies with the pepper and stuff, it's locally made.
So cool. And you put it with a little cheese. It's perfect
Oh,
for
yeah,
a
cream
charcuterie
cheese.
board.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody's
Or
into
yeah,
charcuterie boards now.
I
Everyone's
know.
doing them. It's
I
like
know.
it's a thing. There's people with food trucks doing mobile charcuterie boards. I watched this the other day. This
Oh,
lady
wow.
goes up to a winery and it's kind of like a hot dog stand thing and it's all charcuterie and people can pick what they want on the charcuterie board. So it's not pre-made. It's like, oh, I want pickles. I want olives. And I'm like, I do too. Here it is again. I just want whatever tastes good. And apparently there's a lot of good tasting things in the world and I will devour that charcuterie board truck. I mean, it's pretty amazing that I mean, what a thing, you know, and people go and they just pick what they want and go have their glass of wine at the winery, you know?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So go to the peanut patch to get the ingredients, for the charcuterie because charcuterie, includes having those dried fruits, the Medjool dates. Oh my gosh. I'm going to ask our winemaker friend, Peggy Fiandaco, who has a show on Wednesdays, first Wednesday. And she's a winemaker in Arizona. I'm going to ask her about Medjool dates and wine, what goes together.
There
That's
you
going to be
go.
an interesting pairing discussion. Maybe we'll put you on together on a show and talk about Medjool dates and what do we do with peanut butter and wine.
And pairing it with those things. Yes. That would
Well,
be
yeah, because I think Medjool dates have been overlooked on being on charcuterie boards. I think they would, because there's an earthiness to them and they're sweet. And so, and you can put like, the jalapenos inside them. So you can change the profile a bit according to what you stuff them with. And some people put honey even on top of a Medjool date
yeah.
with peanut butter. I'm
Or
just
they
saying
put a
that's
little
good.
glaze out of like with honey and things. And yeah. Wow. That just makes me hungry.
What a glaze, if you made a glaze with, oh my gosh, a little bit of peanut butter heated up, right? Put it, a little honey and peanut butter glazed Medjool dates. I wonder what would happen. And then you just pour it over and let it all set like an icing in a way, like a
Oh.
peanut butter honey icing on top of a Medjool date.
Yeah. I would think you could easily do that.
Okay, so next time we drive through Yuma, can I come in and play kitchen and play with this? Because I need to do this. I need a kitchen. I need to do this as we drive. I'm going to come in and go, come on, let's play. Let's play. I know, you guys have protocols, what you have to do. But, that's the thing again. I can order online and have it delivered to wherever we are and we can play. This is so cool. But what a great idea, huh? To look at
Exactly.
Medjool dates in this whole different fashion, and then pair it with wine. That's local. That's the thing. Wine, if you look at the history of wine, comes from the Middle East. Some of the oldest wine comes out of Jordan, right?
Oh,
And
wow.
no, I've interviewed a person who found the oldest wine. Michelangelo has one of the oldest vineyards. Well, he's not here, but he had his vineyard was one of the oldest in the world. So we go way back when in history. People have been drinking wine, since, the beginning. And Medjool dates are part of that area that it all went down. So I'm going, why aren't we hearing more about wine and charcuterie boards with Medjool dates? Because pomegranates, right? And honey, that is some of our most biblical, most ancient foods that we have. And we should be putting that on a charcuterie board more than
I
what we do. I've got a whole new mission in life now, but the Medjool dates, because people do use honey and cheese, goat cheese especially, right? Those are some of our most ancient foods. So yeah, I'm going to ask Peggy. All right. Well, I'll report back on that. I'm going to ask her and I will let you know soon. But anyway,
okay.
everyone, it is cookie month. It is dessert month. And come on, candy goes with everything. So let's sweeten up the last quarter of the year. Have fun. Of course, balance it out. There's things like, a little bit of exercise that don't hurt and, all that good stuff. But I say sweeten up life. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. So just sweeten it up. Sweeten the pot by having some candy, Medjool dates, cookies, cakes, the whole thing. So thank you, Donna. Always fun.
Yes. Thank you. Thanks for having me on.
Thank you for joining us here on the Peanut Patch on Big Blend Radio. You can visit the store between October and April in Yuma, Arizona, or shop online at thepeanutpatch.com. And keep up with new episodes that air every first Friday at 12 p.m. Arizona time at bigblendradio.com.